We have ourselves a problem now. It was a little bit easy to make the Trouba trade work. It was very easy to offload Dominic Moore and Jimmy Hayes. It has been incredibly difficult to try and find a trade for Ryan Spooner, to the point where we are actually going to once again rely on the trading block because I just cannot find the answer right now. So we'll hope that one of the other teams comes to us. Now, this trading block right now is set up to get offers for these three players, Colin Miller, and any other goalie besides Tuukka Rask, with the hope of getting either a decent player or a prospect. The block, again, is set up so that we could get offers for either type of player, and we'll see. There is not too much time between now and the trade deadline, no. But speaking of trades, I did want to show you guys this. I don't know if I missed any trades in January, I should say, but the trades in February so far, starting from the bottom, New Jersey gets Thomas Greiss for a second-round pick next year and Luke Gazdic. So, Jesus, if I knew Greiss was that cheap, may have gotten him. Would have been a nice improvement over Anton Khudobin. Thomas Tatar is the newest Av. He went to Colorado for a first. Travis Barron and Sergei Boykov. And Thomas Vanek and Nicholas Kronwall are off to Ottawa. Another one too, Zetterberg got moved to Nashville. I'm not sure when that happened. That may have happened in January. Again, I've been trying to keep track of that. It's ridiculous that it just doesn't stay up there. All the trades throughout the season, why they don't just stay there, I have absolutely no idea, but that's not too surprising, I guess, because that would be an awfully convenient thing. Matt Bartkowski goes down to injury. We'll just go best lines. We actually beat the LA Kings, which is surprising, but we will see if we get an offer. And we do. Man, this is an interesting one, to be honest. I'm not totally opposed to doing this trade. Chicago's first-round pick next year and Carolina's fifth this year for Ryan Spooner. I'm going to decline, but I will revisit that trade, that exact trade, if necessary, as Noel Acciari goes down to injury at the worst goddamn time possible when we are trying to work out some moves. Let's send up Anton Bleed. Maybe Anton Bleed. Yeah, Danton Heinen. We could use the center, I think. Danton Heinen it is. Not like it's going to matter. Regardless, whoever we called up is going to be on the fourth line and will be in that fourth line center spot. But let's see here. Let's drop Nash back down. Let's drop Bolesky back down. And that's looking okay. Now, I was going to say, too, as far as who we were looking for, like, I want a second line guy, but also Vetrano is right there and is the guy that we want in that spot. I mean, offensively, 85 offensive awareness, like, he's good enough. I have no idea why he's listed as a depth guy. God damn it. I did not want to fix the lines here. I just wanted to get back to see if we can move Ryan Spooner out. Let's get Bissonnette into the lineup. Who can we move to center? Fuck it, Brian Ferland-Mueller and Bissonnette. We do need to fix the defense. That's going to happen again, and it is fixed. Look at that. Quick and easy. As we get a waiver offer. Of course, we missed out on Josh Manson earlier in the year, but Keith Kincaid on waivers, only a 78. We will decline that. I'm hoping that we can get somebody as we pass the trade deadline. Hopefully someone will be placed on waivers, and we did not get an offer for Ryan Spooner aside from Chicago. Their first round pick next year and a fifth. And honestly, I think it's tough for that price. Do we give up Ryan Spooner for a first round pick? There haven't been any other trades. So it's been a very, very quiet trade deadline here, basically, unless some moves happen. But that's the issue right now, is do we trade Ryan Spooner for a first-round pick from Chicago, which it's Chicago. I can't do it. I could look for first-round picks from other teams. I definitely could look for first-round picks from other teams. But I think for now, we will bite the bullet. We will hold on to Ryan Spooner and hope that when we give him his first big contract, that his value doesn't drop too badly. So we do need to avoid giving him a bad deal. But let's see here. Starting lineups. I need to get Matt Bartkowski back into the AHL lineup, especially now that he is under an NHL deal. And we will move forward. Of course, we are going to the end of the season. In this episode, we are in a pretty good spot, tied for first with the Lightning. But Toronto and Buffalo, I thought Buffalo would be out of it. God, almost lost my voice on that one. I thought Toronto and Buffalo, particularly Buffalo, would be out of it. They are very much in it and could sneak their way into the playoffs. Now let's just repair this and the one that's at 61%. We'll worry about the others later. Hopefully we can get to the playoffs before we have to repair anything else. We have 19 games to go. Anything could happen. So let's get into it here. And we are going to start Rask for, I'm thinking the next 5 games. And we'll start Khudobin against Vancouver and maybe even Calgary, giving him 2 straight games. So we will see. Lost to the Rangers. And again, we have to upgrade something. What the hell would we have to upgrade? Let's see. SHL defense. Hoping to find some decent Swedes. We need to... son of a bitch. Every pop-up possible is happening right now. Every single one. It'll be the episode that doesn't want to be completed. Let's go 10%. Normally I'll bump up these season ticket advertising whenever our season ends, and we'll drop the other ones down to 0%, and that worked out pretty well with the Nordiques. Danton Heinen will be sent back down as Noel Achari has returned. How did Danton Heinen do in those few games? I want to know. 1 assist and a +1. Not too bad considering someone like Colin Miller here is a -17. He is getting better. I'll give him credit. He was a -23 just before I started this episode. So he is getting better, thankfully. Not too difficult to do better. He has been absolutely terrible. Literally hot garbage. Austin Czarnik is not... Man, I have just botched these lines. Holy shit, there we go. We will have this trio that have been absolutely terrible on the 4th line. And again, we need to fix the defense. We need to get Danton Heinen back in for Paul Bissonnette. And then we can keep going and hope this team can make the playoffs. We're good to go. Let's see what happens moving forward. And Tuukka Rask, okay, he's not out for long. But holy shit, man. This isn't going too well at all, is it? Holy shit. Okay. Malcolm Subban has to be the one called up. Zane McIntyre would be affected by waivers. So Malcolm Subban, welcome aboard. And, it's funny. Obviously, the idea of trading Spooner is out there. The idea of just outright trading Malcolm Subban is also out there. His value isn't tremendous like I'd want it to be, but there is a chance that if we were to combine those two that we could get somebody decent. Maybe we should have done that at the trade deadline. Like I said, it was tough to find the right matchup as far as trade values, what teams needed, what teams wanted, what we needed, what we wanted. It just wasn't the right time to trade Ryan Spooner. I am sounding much like Don Sweeney and just throwing excuses out there left and right. Fucking Jim Benning over here, just, it wasn't the right time. Just any excuse possible. Now keep in mind, Vancouver fans, yes, I said something negative about your GM, but I also made fun of the Bruins GM, so go easy on me on that one. I'm tired. It's late, and this game is forcing me to go through every menu option in the history of menus. So there's also a little bit of agitation in there. But let's see. Zane McIntyre, we might actually... Actually, no, Malcolm Subban's up to a 79. He needs to start over Zane McIntyre. Let's get back into this. Rask will get the next 2 games now that Khudobin played against Philly, and we won 7-2, which is pretty crazy. 2 big wins, and we shut out Vancouver 5-0 and beat Calgary 3-2. Not too bad. That is the second time we have shut out the Vancouver Canucks, and we're getting a little bit of separation from Montreal, Ottawa, and the Maple Leafs, but still 1 point back of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Anton Khudobin gets the next game a .910 save percentage. Can he get us another win here? Oh, let's find out. Advanced day. Can we get our 40th win on the year? And we cannot. We lose in regulation to the Edmonton Oilers. Not ideal from Khudobin there. I'll be intrigued to see what the scoreline was. Hopefully it was at least close and not a blowout. That would be nice. And god damn it, we got to upgrade and maintain even more shit. EA, I'm telling you, it degrades way too quickly. You need to fix this. I mean this year. You know, don't push it back to next year like you love to do. Like some of these things, like this mode needs a little bit more love and attention, among other things, rather than putting out hut packs every 5 seconds, you know. Something as simple as, oh, hey, we're going to add captaincy into EASHL again. What happened to that? Yeah, we'll see you in NHL 18 for that, if we're lucky. God damn it. Tuukka Rask plays against Toronto, if I remembered to put him in, which I think I did. I don't even know anymore. I think he's in. Linus Arneson goes down in Providence. Scouting pops up. Oh my god, just everything. Everything is happening. We will scout, we'll scout there. Oh, we'll scout the Swedish goalies for 1 week. We lose 6-3 to Toronto. Back-to-back losses is not ideal. Tampa gets a little bit of separation, and the Ottawa Senators are catching up, and we need to beat them in this next game. Unfortunately, Khudobin's in, so if he was ever going to win a game this year, this would be the one that I would really prefer for him to win. Get us win number 40 on the season, please. I am begging you. Please win this game. Thank you. 4-2 final. That is our 40th win on the season. We're now 3 points back of the Tampa Bay Lightning and 6 points above the Sens as we head in to the home stretch here. Tuukka Rask, please just win these games. Make it easy on us, because I am scared to death. We are only 9 points above the Florida Panthers. If we struggle here in these next 3 weeks, we could be in pretty damn big trouble. Rask is going to start the next 5 games. Khudobin will start against the Chicago Blackhawks, and he can hopefully get a win there in what will hopefully be his final appearance of the year. We beat Tampa 3-2. That is huge for us in the standings. We beat the Islanders 2-1. That is now 3 straight wins, and things are looking good for us here, surprisingly. I didn't think that would be the case, but things are looking good. Nashville, Dallas, and the Panthers are the next 3 games to finish up in March. We lose, but we lost in a shootout, which is nice. That is not nice. Zdeno Chara out until May 1st. Holy shit. Kiss any fucking dream of playoff success goodbye. Oh my god. I mean, we have Rask, thank God. But Chara is out. We need to call somebody up. I think we need to... Actually, do we need to call up a lefty or a righty here? I don't even know. I'd prefer to have 3 of each. Krug is a lefty, righty, 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 lefty. We need a lefty. That is going to be Matt Bartkowski or Matt Grzelcyk? Matt Bartkowski or Matt Grzelcyk? I'm going with Matt Grzelcyk, a potential game changer. You never know. We'll call him up, and we will see what he can do. But god damn it, we are going to leave the lines the same at least until this regular season is over, and then we will take a look at point totals and maybe any adjustments. But Krug will be with Carlo. Actually, Trouba and Krug is not a bad pairing, so we're going to drop Carlo down with Joe Morrow and Grzelcyk and Colin Miller. No, I'm not doing that. Grzelcyk can be with Carlo on the second pairing, and we'll have Morrow and Colin Miller. Colin Miller, I mean, at least he's only a minus 13 now. I do not trust him to be on the second pairing or even the third pairing with a rookie defenseman. I do not trust him at this point, and honestly, I'm just going to go best lines down in Providence because otherwise it's going to be a real pain in the ass. We'll sort that out off screen once this episode is over. We beat the Dallas Stars 3-2 for win number 43. Can we beat the Panthers? And we can. 4 games to go, but we have won 44 games this year. And in the first season, we're not assured the playoffs yet. Tampa just clinched. But we are 9 points ahead of Montreal with 4 games to go. We should be good. Essentially 1 point from our next 4 games would seal it. But we are still in a race. We very well could beat Tampa for that top spot. Khudobin against Chicago. Can we get win number 45? We'll look in Stats Central, and we do. And we have clinched a playoff spot. Unfortunately, Tampa won their last game as well. But Anton Khudobin, I am proud of you. We needed 2 big wins from you in your last 2 appearances, and you have succeeded. We play Tampa in the next game. Whoever wins this game most likely wins the division title. If we lose to Tampa, we'd absolutely have to beat Ottawa and Washington. Can we get the win? We do in a shootout. So we are tied in points with 2 games to go. This division title race is coming down to the wire. Can we beat the Sens? We don't. A 3-1 loss, and we play the Washington Capitals on the last day. Did Tampa win? Tampa did not win. Had they played their 81st game of the season? Is what I want to know. They have. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure they have the tiebreaker over us. We need to win, and we need Tampa to lose to take home the division title in our first year. A very unlikely division title, and a very unlikely win because we have to play a very good team in the Washington Capitals. Let's see what happens. Can we get that division title? We lost, but did Tampa lose? Is the question. Come on. Come on. Tampa lost or didn't play. Or didn't play. I might be getting ahead of myself here. Please tell me they played and lost. They didn't. Shit, they haven't played yet. Oh, they haven't played yet. Tampa loses in regulation. We get the number 1 seed and the division title. Well, let's find out what is going to happen as we have to wait for an extra few moments here because of the scouting. Did we win the division title is the question. Come on, end regular season. Thank you. Owner goals, whatever. I'm pretty sure that just said we topped the division. And we definitely did. The Boston Bruins, in their first year, have won the Atlantic Division title. Tampa plays Montreal. Columbus plays Philly. And Washington plays the Islanders. We draw the defending Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins in the first round. Over on the west side, some interesting matchups. LA, Dallas, Arizona, and San Jose, Chicago, St. Louis, because of course, and Minnesota. Nashville. So let's quickly take a look here at the standings in general, and then we'll take a look at our team and maybe what changes we should make. Now, the Ottawa Senators finished 1 point out. Toronto with 85 points. Florida, a disappointing year. Honestly, that's not... Detroit finishing bottom, I'm not surprised by. I mean, even in real life, I projected them to finish bottom in the Atlantic Division, which is occasionally looking like a good pick. But, I mean, overall, it was a pretty strong division. Over in the Metro, you had the Devils that were just a complete punching bag. 5 teams made it from that division. The Blue Jackets actually won the Metro, which in real life may be possible if Sergei Bobrovsky plays the way he does. 5 teams from the Central made it as well, with Colorado and Winnipeg on the outside looking in. And the Anaheim Ducks, Edmonton Oilers, Calgary Flames, and Vancouver Canucks miss the playoffs. So in general here, the Blue Jackets finished with the best record in the NHL. We were 8th. That is funny that Columbus was number 1. The bottom 5, Calgary, or the bottom 6, Calgary, Buffalo, Winnipeg, Vancouver, Detroit, and the New Jersey Devils down in the basement. The AHL will check very, very quickly as the Providence Bruins will make the playoffs. So that'll be good to have some of our younger players get some ice time. But let's quickly take a look at our stats, league stats, and that will do it for this episode. And while we're here down in the AHL, Corrali and Danton Heinen both performing very well. Good to see that. But in the NHL, Patrice Bergeron led the team with 64 points, 46 helpers on the year. Marchand, 57 points, isn't terrible. Pasternak with 52. Vetrano and Spooner both at 37, but one was a plus 13, the other was a minus 13. That is pretty brutal. Tim Schaller almost hit 30 points, which would have been pretty nice. Disappointing from Riley Nash. Very disappointing from Matt Bolesky. Only 15 points on the year. And in 5 games, Matt Grzelcyk with 2 points and was a +2, so it might be worth keeping him in the lineup over the likes of Nate Prosser and Matt Bartkowski while Zdeno Chara is out. You guys let me know. That's really our first big question, is what do we do defensively? Goaltending-wise, Tuukka Rask with 37 wins and 66 appearances, a .931 save percentage. He is the reason that we are here. There is no doubt about that. Around the league, Quick and Crawford, the winningest goaltenders. Rask was top 5. Not too bad there as far as save percentage leaders go. I do want to look. And it was Tuukka Rask by far. Or not by far, but it was Tuukka Rask as far as starters go. Rookie goalies were not a factor. We'll look at rookie skaters next. For the hell of it, Patrick Laine had a hell of a lead the last time we checked, and he just beat Mitch Marner by 1 point. William Nylander at 50, but unreal. Marner and Laine just duking it out there. Throwing fisticuffs for that Calder Cup, or for the Calder Trophy, I should say. And we will see which one of them wins Rookie of the Year, but it is bound to be one of those two. Toronto's big 3 were all in the top 5. Not too bad there. Of course, some other familiar names for Rookie of the Year. But looking at all skaters, Evgeny Malkin leads the league. 99-point season for Evgeny Malkin. That is pretty damn crazy. Ovechkin at 96, Drew 93, Tarasenko 91, and James Neal at 90. Nicholas Backstrom had 75 assists. And in fairness, Paul Stastny had 71. That is crazy. Some very high scoring with these new rosters. That is for sure. I'm not against that, though, in a way. I don't know. Very surprised to see some of the scoring here. But not too bad from Radulov either. But overall, that is it, guys. This episode has gone on far enough. I really don't want it to hit the half-an-hour mark. I didn't want it to hit the 20-minute mark, and we're at, what, 25? I think we're just about to hit 25. So that will do it for this one. You guys have seen the stats. You know our situation. Of course, not having Chara as we head into the next round, or the first round of the playoffs, is going to be difficult. If we make it to the second round, he may be back, but that is a huge maybe, because in the next episode, we play the Pittsburgh Penguins in round 1. Mission accomplished, though. In our first season, we won the division title, something I didn't think would happen when we started the year, like, 2-7? Or something ridiculous like that. Anything can happen once you're in the playoffs, and hopefully we can pull off the upset now that I know Evgeny Malkin hit 99 goddamn points in a season. But again, guys, that'll do it for this one. As always, if you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button to help support my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already to continue following this series and others. And I will see you guys in round 1.